And next we have Leon Dominic, whose Dominic Arboretum was the location of last weekend's field trip. It was a really good time, and we learned a lot about trees, which goes hand in hand with our presentation this month, which will be Bailey Hoops in just a little while. But I'd like to welcome Leon up here to tell us about our plant of the month.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, plant of the month is not a tree. It is an herb, actually a annual herb. And what a great name. Snow on the mountain. Euphorbia marginata. This is a plant that is certainly native to Central Texas, but also native to many states in the United States. And the ones that it's not native to, probably naturalized as well. So it's quite available. And right now, it's probably in its glory. In terms of the flower, it's very unusual to see this white flower. But most people aren't really taken by the flower because the flowers are pretty small and nondescript. It's the bracts or the leaves that sort of have a shape like this. All around the margin, it's white with a light green stripe down the middle of it. And butterflies and birds just go crazy over it, particularly the seeds it produces. Birds, doves love it. In contrast, though, it's a very toxic plant. Most of the parts of the plant are toxic. So it is a deer-resistant plant. And actually, being toxic, though, the Native Americans actually used it for several, they believe that they could make a tea out of it, and they would give it to new mothers to help promote more milk production. And they also crushed the leaves and use it as something to soothe swelling as well. And in terms of his history, actually, William Clark of the 1806 Lewis and Clark expedition, he actually collected some off the Columbia River or around the Columbia River. So it's been around and discovered for a while. It's a plant that's only going to be about maybe 3 feet tall, maybe a foot to 2 feet wide. It grows in the places where most plants don't want to grow, kind of rocky, disturbed soils, roadsides, and it propagates by just broadcasting self-seeding itself, but also it has underground rhizomes where it kind of runs. Some people say it is aggressive. It is native, though. Cattlemen don't like it because of because of the toxic nature. If there's nothing else to eat, then their cattle will eat it, and they don't really die, but they don't really thrive, and they get smaller, of course, and not as beefy, and they don't sell as much. But they also had another use for it too. If they didn't have a hot branding on, they could take the sap and also brand their cattle with the sap, which is kind of milky sap kind of stuff, So what else about this plant here? We talked about how it propagates. Talk about the medicine qualities of this. The fact that it's highly poisonous. Oh, there's another plant that somehow some people get confused with, and it's also called snow on the prairie. And it's also part of the same family. Actually, it's the spurge family that both of them are part of. But the snow on the prairie looks a lot like it, except the leaves are much elongated and narrow, but still have the white margin with the little green stripe down it. And the flower is very tiny, and it's the bracts that really show. In fact, I was just telling Deb earlier, right now it's like the showiest thing going on right now. And I always get questions, what is that? What is that? I just love to say, oh, it's snow on the mountain. Doesn't it look like snow on the mountain, like edges, like the snow had dribbled on it? Anyway, great plant. I've never planted it. It just seems to grow in the lousy places on my place, But the deer, while they don't eat it, they use their antlers sometimes to kind of knock it around, But it just sends out its seeds and it comes back. Ha ha, you got me? I'm an annual. Any questions about this plant? Yes.
on prairies, it all.
I don't think it's native here. Probably on a prairie, I guess, maybe north, yeah, maybe, and on the plains, I guess. We have a question on the Zoom as well. Oh, I'm sorry. Is the snow on the prairie a native to here? We're thinking maybe North Texas and more of the Great Plains area.
Normally snow on the mountain's a lot taller than snow on the prairie.
Not sure. Yeah, and this is really not a great, I should have put another photo of this because you really need one that focuses on the bract to kind of see it. You can't really see it that well. Well, that's it. Guess who's up next?